Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UCONN Huskies. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UConn.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Tillman. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Koch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quarterback on the keeper. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tillman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Orange. How about this backstairs?
defense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Huskies want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys under coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting, but now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the boot, looking for his man. Deep shot for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Floating away. Turning it on.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Eakin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Finds his man. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. UConn tries to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Read option left on second down. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
It's third and goal and third and long.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Didn't make him sweat it off. It's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UConn quick to the line.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Pocket breaking down. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. The snap sets up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
And down he goes back to the 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. UConn will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
UCONN has it teed up to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive
there he goes! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. They're facing a 3rd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
UConn 10.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, CUSE! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UConn quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll run it again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, UConn! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Syracuse 27, UConn 17.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
featured their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
17.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
UConn quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And man, offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Wants to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
UCONN will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Stealing a score on special teams. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it down the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Back to pass on second down. Flips it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Creates a little space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, you're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This UConn offense really has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
This quarterback part of their running game. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Koch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.